I have been talking about productivity for years on this channel. A big part of what I've been covering in my videos has to do with study methods and techniques, tips and tricks on how to be more organized and feel more motivated. But although these methods are all very valuable because they allow you to optimize your work in a more efficient way, I think that most of the time I fail to underline the most important aspect of any work or study method or any productivity advice, and that is consistency. Consistency is the only thing that makes your methods stick and do their magic. Without discipline, a foolproof workflow will fail on its track. In fact, consistency is more important than your methods because most of the time, independently of the method you choose to do your work, consistency will be the thing that dictates your success. That is why that after 6 years studying in college, I found success while studying only by taking notes or mind mapping or simply reading the textbook. When looking back, I was puzzled to notice that it didn't seem like there was a perfect study method for me. However, I could easily conclude that the only thing there was in common in my success stories was consistency, and the thing that was in common in all of my failures was a lack of it. Methods are important but secondary. There is high value in mastering different techniques and understanding what's the type of workflow or learning process that works best for you. However, forming a habit out of picking any method will be the detrimental factor in your success. When you experience this, you will notice you can have the same results with different methods. However, most of the times, these good marks will result from a consistent and continued undertaking of those methods. Consistency, of course, can manifest itself in different forms. It can be seen as a simple habit tracking formula where you commit to do a certain activity like studying every day. It can also manifest into a deeper involvement with the subject matter, something particularly important with language learning, for example. Getting involved with a subject in ways outside the scope of your class will boost that consistency. Things like going to conferences, reading articles, talking to people about the subject, writing an independent paper, watch a documentary are all things that help. Although you are not working in the most traditional way, you're improving your understanding of the subject in a more organic manner, making progress and becoming more consistent. Also, you need to know that there isn't a best method, a best technique, or a best piece of tech or equipment to dictate your success. There are different ways to reach a certain result, and although it's advisable that you try to adapt to more generally efficient ways to produce good quality work, they are not exclusive. Developing your autonomy and readapting to the situation at hand is more important than being stubborn and sticking to the same methods over and over again. In that way, being a mindful student or a mindful worker that understands how they can incorporate a steady workflow into a busy lifestyle is more important than spending hours mind mapping your entire textbook the night before an exam and compromise your understanding of the subject. As I've said, one of the ways to get more involved is to find new ways to learn a subject. Watching documentaries is one of my favorite ways to get a glimpse out of something I'm curious about or I don't understand. I've just finished watching Chernobyl this week and I decided I wanted to learn more on the subject, so I started watching a documentary called Nature Fights Back in Chernobyl. It explores the Chernobyl exclusion zone and how the nuclear accident impacted animal life in the area. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can do so by signing up for free for Curiosity Stream, who is sponsoring today's video. It has thousands of different titles in different categories and was created by the original founder of Discovery. As a special gift, you can use the promo code StudyCorner or click the link in the description box to have a free 30-day membership, which will give you more than enough time to watch the documentary as well as many other documentaries in their lists. It's also available for a ton of different devices so you can keep learning everywhere, and after your free membership it just costs $2.99 a month, and I think that's pretty cheap for almost unlimited learning opportunities. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you love watching videos about productivity, motivation and organization, I create content on these topics weekly, so you can subscribe to the channel and click the bell button if you want to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next Friday. Bye guys!